I got to tell you, I was on the sideline with Clay Overcash most of the night. Of course, he's got that broken finger. It's been bothering him all night. The cold was really getting to him, so it took a lot of guts to come out there and kick that game-winning field goal. 3A playoffs tonight, the big upset. Forest Hills loses to Shelby. Shelby will next take on Burlington Cummings in the state 3A championship game. As for the Shelby Forest Hills affair, our Terry Mooney is live. He joins us right now at Yellow Jacket Stadium. Terry, what a shocking score for the Yellow Jackets to fall for the first time.
Exactly right, Paul. Forest Hills loses for the first time all season with their new head coach, John Lowry. They finished their season 13-1. Thing I noticed at the beginning of the game when Forest Hills came out, no emotion on the sideline from the players. They weren't hitting each other on the helmets and razzing and jazzing it up. Just no emotion. But, boy, when Shelby came out, it was a different story. Shelby now will host the championship game next Friday. They win tonight 24-6. Let's look at those highlights. Shelby came into this game the decided underdog to the undefeated Forest Hills club. The Yellow Jackets had to punt on their first possession. Eric Peeler grabs the ball and goes 53 yards untouched as he stuns the home crowd. Shelby on top early, 7-0. Now, Forest Hills, first play of their second possession. Calvin Haley coughs up the ball. Tony Mooney, Mr. Opportunity, picks it up, goes in for the touchdown, 14-0. The Shelby offense had yet to see the field.
We were ready for the game. We were sort of underdog tonight. Everybody was putting us down, saying they was going to run us. We was just out to prove that we could beat them. We did it.
Forest Hills could only muster up 6 points. Alan Tarzniski scores in the second quarter, but Shelby held a 21-6 advantage at halftime. In the second half, the Golden Lions really putting the clamps on the offense of Forest Hills. 2 pass interceptions, and that defense had reason to celebrate as they go to the state playoff championship game with a 24-6 win. As usual, defense leading the way.
Well, I thought defensively the whole night long we played great defense, and that was a difference in the ball game. The 2 plays early certainly was a deciding factor, but the thing that made the ball game a win for us was the effort that our boys gave tonight.
Well, congratulations to the Shelby Lions. A terrific, terrific night the way they've played. They've played that way all season, especially in the playoffs. For Forest Hills, a fine season. Man, when you only lose 1 game in the whole season, that's pretty terrific. Now, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and Paul will be right back with more sports, so hang in there.
In early 1986, the United States Auto Club tested the Volkswagen Quantum against the...
A week ago, Shelby traveled to top-ranked Forest Hills. And before their offense even took the field, the Lions had built a 14-0 lead on their way to a stunning 24-6 win.
It shocked us. We just came out and played ball. We figured if we shut down the power play, they didn't have any speed, so we shut that down. We just came out and played ball.
Aside from that big win, this team really hasn't gotten that much publicity this year. But then they say that lack of pub has actually worked in their favor.
We just get out and work hard. We don't have a lot of publicity. We don't have a lot of publicity all year. We just come out to practice and work hard every day, and that really just pays off for us.
We're like a family around here. Everybody tries to hang together, and, I think the low-key attitude has helped us a lot going in the playoffs because nobody's heard a lot about us, and we are a good team.
We don't want to appear arrogant to everybody, we just want to work hard and get the job done and speak with our actions.
Like this, for example?
We're not rough, we're not tough, we're just not stuff.
We figure we can talk a little bit after we win.
And if they win Friday night, you can expect this low-key bunch to do plenty of talking. Gary Cole, WSOC Channel 9 Sports in Shelby.
Love that chant. West Charlotte, the Lions are getting ready for Fayetteville.
The Shelby Lions were big underdogs last week going into undefeated Forest Hills. The Lions dominated the Yellow Jackets 24-6. And Shelby figures to be the underdog again Friday as it plays another unbeaten team, Havelock, in the state 3A championship.
The only team in the state of North Carolina, college and high school, that has an unblemished record. and they're so talented on offense and defense, and played against some great teams down there and beat some great teams. So no, I don't think it'll be difficult for our guys to get up.
Defense has been the Lions' strong suit all year with players like Cedric Surratt, who's also the starting fullback.
Yeah, that defense, we caused a lot of turnovers this year. I think we're doing a pretty good job on offense here. I think in the beginning we were ranked a little lower than we should have been, and I think Forest Hill was a little overconfident. And Havelock, they're a pretty good team. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy victory, but I think we could do it.
From 1931 to 1976, Shelby was a member of the old outlaw Western North Carolina Athletic Association. They won 4 state titles during that period. They haven't won one yet since joining the state association, and the Lions hope to end that streak here in Shelby Friday night against Havelock. Charlie Frederick, WBTV Sports in Shelby.
We're going to do next. I'm asking my producer to tell us what our problem is. All right, we're ready to go to Terry Mooney now in Fayetteville.
Okay, you said it all. Let's go live to Fayetteville, where I know the West Charlotte Lions are quite disheartened with a 3-0 loss. Terry?
Yeah, they certainly are, Paul. They played a tremendous ball game. Defensive struggle, just like we thought when we came here, and it came down to, as you said, the foot. West Charlotte finishes their season 13-2, and for Fayetteville 71st, their first outright state championship, finishing 14-1, and it was a tough way for West Charlotte to lose the state championship. With less than 1:30 left on the clock, Guy Williams of 71st finds a wide-open Greg Wright behind the Lions' defense as he gathers the ball in down at the 10-yard line. 3 plays later, Alex Gain comes on and kicks the winning field goal with 3 seconds to go in the game to give the Falcons their first undisputed state 4A high school championship, winning it 3-0. 71st, they were co-champions with Page back in 1983. I think I'm right, 83. So they win their first state title outright. West Charlotte, a terrific year. We'll have great highlights for you, though, on the sports, so just stay tuned.
Okay, thank you very much, Terry Mooney, live via News Star 3 from Fayetteville. Now let's go live to Shelby, where Bob Emmons says they are dancing in the streets over there with the new state championship team, the Golden Lions, in 3A. And here's our Bob Heiss.
They probably are dancing in the streets, but Blanton Field here in Shelby is kind of quiet right now, but I got a couple of the key people involved. First of all, Coach Jim Taylor of the Shelby Lions, Golden Lions, and Coach, it was just one heck of a game tonight, quite a defensive struggle.
Bob, our guys have given great effort on defense all year, and tonight was no exception.
How does the whole team feel? How do you feel having won a state championship, first ever for Shelby?
Well, Bob, I'm glad for our coaches, and I'm glad for our players, and they're the one that do all the work around here, and they're the one that makes Shelby High football go.
Well, you've made this city real happy, I know, Coach, and everybody's pleased for you.
Well, thank you very much.
And everybody's pleased for this young man, too. Cedric, you had quite a game tonight, 127 yards, I understand, and the touchdown, the only touchdown in the game, a 27-yarder. How did that come about?
Well, the line, they were blocking hard. Like Coach Taylor said, they the horses, and they had to pull the wagon for us. So we drove it in. We had to do it.
Well, I know that you're happy in your heart. Everybody on the team is. I know they're going to have a big celebration, and surely Shelby will put out a big parade for y'all next week, I would hope.
Yeah, we plan on doing a lot of celebrating tonight.
Congratulations, too, Cedric. You've been voted the most valuable player of this state championship 3A game. Thank you. All right, Paul, we'll have more, of course, and highlights coming up later in sports.
All right, gentlemen. Probably the most taken-for-granted part of the game of football, the field goal. Well, it tonight won a state championship for Shelby, and it loses one for the West Charlotte Lions. More about that momentarily. 3A final, you got it. 9-6, Shelby a winner over Havelock tonight. Our Bob Heiss is in Shelby, standing by live with the new state champions. Bob?
Yes, Paul, I sure am, and what a night this is for the people here in Shelby. It's something they've been waiting for a long, long time, and they got a lot to crow about, this state 3A championship over Havelock. And they beat a team that hadn't been beaten all year long. And that's quite something, some kind of accomplishment. Let's go right now to the highlights, and here's how the championship game went. The Golden Lions burst onto George Blanton Field here in Shelby, keyed up to go after their first ever state championship. The mood here was electric as the huge hometown crowd had title fever. Shelby got nowhere on the first series of downs and attempted to punt, but Havelock's Leo Frazier burst through to block the kick, and then he recovered it himself. The Rams couldn't punch it in, but Steve Craig booted a line drive field goal right through the uprights for a 3-0 Havelock lead. Then in the middle of the second quarter, the Lions' Cedric Surratt went left, broke a couple of tackles, and skirted 27 yards for the touchdown. The point after was no good, and Shelby led 6-3, and that's the way it read at halftime. Late in the third quarter of this defensive battle, Havelock's Craig booted another field goal, this one of 43 yards, to tie the contest at 6-6. Shelby's defense was again the key tonight. In the fourth quarter, with Havelock threatening, Tony Mooney intercepted a pass in the end zone, and again, the Rams were stopped. With just 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the contest, a turnover made the difference in the game. Liddell George dropped a punt, and Shelby's coverage team was right there to grab it deep in Ram land. And that set up a field goal attempt. With 1:47 left in the game, it came down to the foot of Colonel Hopper, and he put it right through the uprights. And that's how it ended, with Shelby winning the state 3A championship over Havelock by the score of 9-6.
I was nervous. I didn't let it get me down. I just kept myself pumped up until it was time to do it. When it was time to do it, I just came on and did it. I've been working on it all year long. Coach Taylor always tells me that a field goal can win the game, and it has done it twice for us this year.
It was a great one. It was a good one. We deserved every bit of it, too. We worked hard for it every week. Coming, we earned it, every bit of it. We're just glad. We're real happy.
And there is Coach Jim Taylor up on the shoulders of his teammates. And we say congratulations to the Shelby Lions. They are state 3A football champions. Paul?
Great job, Bob Heiss. Thank you very much. You know, last week the Harding Rams lost on
Shin. He had his entourage. There's George, Cy Bayheckle, Max Molman there. Watch the upper right-hand side of the screen. Tree Rollins and Vinnie Johnson going after it. Vinnie, you're barking up the wrong tree when you go to that guy because he's so much bigger than you are. Vinnie says, hey, I'll take an exit. Watch the middle of the screen. Patrick Ewing, Greg Kite right here. Look at this elbow, forearm shiver. And all they get out of it is a foul to the Celtics. Holy smoke, guys. Michael Jordan says, hey, don't throw any elbows at me, guys, because if I get mad, I can tear you apart. 41 points for Michael last night. It was bombs away, and he was firing them in from everywhere on the floor last night. Yeah, that'll get the crowd up. And, oh, Michael, boy, after you see him for a while, they start to look routine, and then he does something even a little bit more spectacular. All right, let us talk, if we can, about things that we call spectacular. Let us talk about our Channel 9 and Coca-Cola VIP Award this week. Now, you know we give the award to individuals. We give it to team effort as well. And this week we're very proud to give it to a team of state champions. They are the 3A champions from Shelby High School. They won the 3A title last Friday night. Remember how they did it? They beat Havelock, a Colonel Hopper field goal. We made him a general right after the kick. There it was right there. There's Coach Taylor, and everybody's so excited in Shelby. We flew in on Chopper 9. Oh, that looked fantastic. And, of course, we presented the award.
Guys, we're so proud of you. And how's it feel to have that name state champion? How's that feel, Chip?
Well, that's a dream we've had all year since the first weeks of practice and everything. We've worked really hard, and it finally paid off.
Brian, how about you?
It's just a wonderful feeling. I'm glad we could be the state championship because I think we deserved it, and we worked hard all year long.
Hey, when you work hard, good things happen, right?
Yes, sir. Coaches always tell us we work hard, we can accomplish anything we want to.
It's a nice thing to realize. From Channel 9 and Coca-Cola, our VIP award. Now, I think it would only be appropriate if we get the coaches out here to do the old we're not rough, we're not tough. What do you guys think?
Hey, come here, coaches! Come here, coaches! You're not sneaking out of here! You're not sneaking out of here! If the coaches... Hey, get up there! All right, hold it! All right, it's on my back in case you coaches... And I just want to hear the coaches do it first. Hold the award up there. Coaches, when I say 3, I want you to get on it now because it's on my back. There, you see it. Let me hear it, Coach Taylor. All of you. 1, 2, 3. We're not rough! Woo. We're not tough! Oh. We're just Shelby High strutting our stuff! Everybody! We're not tough! We're just Shelby High strutting our stuff! Like it! We're not rough! Hey, we're not beautiful! Over here, Phil! We're just Shelby High strutting our stuff! Beautiful! We're not tough! We're just Shelby High strutting our stuff! That's beautiful! Hey, you like the way? That's what you call synchronization. When you practice your state championship, you get the song down, too. That's the
They got it down.
I'm trying to think of a diplomatic way to say this, Harold, but
yeah.
I think the coaches ought to keep coaching, you know what I mean?
That
They do
is
such a good job of
That's
coaching.
very diplomatic, Bill, but personally, Bill,
wasn't too excited about, but I think, coaches, you're fantastic. I want you on the show again next year. Coach Taylor says, I'd love to be on the show doing the same thing again next year. Huh? Oh, my.
That's good thing you caught them sneaking out there.
Well, they were trying to.
We saw that.
Actually, what they're saying, they don't want to be a part of that song, but I think we got them pretty good.
That's great.
Thanks, Eric.
It was 83 years ago today that the Wright brothers made their famous flight at the Outer Banks. Today.